All right, YouTube, what's going on? Matt Kennedy here. Welcome to a special edition video. It is May 29th. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a safe and happy week so far. As you guys know, I am back into Madden football just to do some tweaking of my gameplay and skills and whatever. I'm not going to be playing hardcore, but I did decide, hey, look, I do have a lot of coins for rookie premieres. I still want to get all rookie premieres for mid-August when it comes out, but keep in mind that I feel like having 2 months off, there might be a lack of continuity going into the next year's game. So you want to have a break, but also you don't want to have too long of a break. That was my decision going forward. Also, keep in mind, again, this video is on NCAA football updates and gameplay updates. Expect more updates on this channel. Expect updates from now until the release date for NCAA football and Madden Football 25, and also expect both games to be played on this channel equally. I think that's just the best of both worlds, and I will be no money spent. The one thing I'll say is there are a lot of articles out there, a lot of YouTube videos going out there about the new updates going on. There have been some very fortunate EA game changers, college football game changers. Just, there have been some people who have been chosen to go out and actually play the game early out in the studios. And without making this video too long, because I know you guys can actually go watch other videos or read these articles yourself, from someone who has not played NCAA football like you guys for literally over 11 years, and also for someone who has literally been playing Madden now, Ultimate Team, I played some franchise 2 for a little bit, but who's been a Madden guy, like, there are a lot of things that are to be, wary of. Is the game going to be similar? How similar is this game going to be? Well, this article really does help you out. Now, in order to answer your question right away, people are saying there is a noticeable difference. Now, as I go through the actual changes here, the first thing I want to first of all point out is that there are some licensing issues with like songs and stuff. So like there are some really cool like, entrance college football things, and I'm not really the biggest college football guy, but they have been talking about how they are a little bit disappointed because there are a few things that may have copyright issues and it would just be too expensive to get that. So do not expect everything in terms of the stadium realness with the college football experience. Because remember, guys, there's over 134 teams. It's going to be hard to get every single team, every single stadium, like song. And like, for example, like Mr. Brightside for the Michigan Wolverines. We'll see if they have that, right? So it's like things like that for the stadiums. So the first thing I'm going to say is this is really cool is there is a new wear and tear system which will affect injuries. So pretty much what's going to happen is if someone takes a big hit, then they might turn orange. And then once they're red, they will have an increased chance of injury. So it's like an injury progression system. Again, I don't know if it's going to be only like franchise and only like dynasty mode or whatever. But keep in mind that when you are an ultimate team, if this happens, it would be cool to have injuries back in all the game modes. But for right now, all I know is that is pretty cool to be able to tell, oh shoot, this player's orange or red. I better be careful now when taking a hit. If I throw the ball to him, I'm going to go out of bounds now, or I'm going to fall down and avoid these big hits now because I physically can't get hurt now. I also do like how they are saying now this is where it gets a little bit tweaky. Because it says running the ball is more fun and the blocking is better. But here's the thing I'll be honest with you with. Madden football this year, I also feel like running the ball has been a lot more fun this year as well. And a big emphasis they had this year was downfield blocking. So, and like better, like a better knowledge of the CPU. Like the CPU is smarter with their blocking for offensive linemen. Because remember how a CPU would be lost and stuff? Like the old linemen are lost. Well, if you're gonna sell it as, like, I mean, I don't know, just the running game is better and this new physics tackling system, I feel like, gang tackles, like I've heard it numerous times. I mean, I'm gonna trust this guy's article, but keep in mind though that it's not like Madden's run game is that bad. I mean, this year versus last year, Man 24, Man 23, I have seen a big difference. And keep in mind, I am a no money spent, someone who hates EA Sports. I am not going to sit there and, stuck them up and stuff. Like, trust me, I will call out EA when necessary. But I will say their run game in 24 this year has been really good. They say defense. Now, this is a big part of the video, right? Like, if defense is going to be tougher, like, and I mean, Madden football, I would say defense is already tough as it is. That's why everyone's running this cheesy blitz or whatever. Like, if offense is going to be too overpowered, with the run game being good and college is notorious for RPOs. If Madden football is having RPO issues, through I don't know Eric Dickerson and Bo Jackson and the stretch, and if blocking is that good and tackling with hit sticks are tougher and stuff, I mean, if defense is, I mean, I'm being serious. Defense in Madden is literally hard as it is. You're going to need either a good user or a glitchy blitz. That's it. There's no in between, or KOs, but KOs don't happen until the end of the year. And if you play franchise mode, there's no way you're going to have every player have KOs. In Ultimate Team, of course you can. It's Ultimate Team, right? But aside from the KOs and the great user or, a cheesy blitz or pressure, defense is so hard in this game, right? And so if you're making defense tougher in college football, or it feels tougher than Madden, and Madden's already tough, well, I mean, dude, like, I don't want to play these online games where it's like 60 to 50 final every time. Now, they are adding a 2-minute warning, and that is added somewhere in the article, okay? They are adding a 2-minute warning and stuff. And I'm not sure how much the quarters will be for, like, franchise games, or I mean, I highly doubt you're going to play a 15-minute game. But even if it is 4-minute quarters, 5-minute quarters, 7-minute quarters for franchise, ultimate team, whatever they do, right? I also highly doubt that they will stop the clock every time for those first downs. I mean, maybe it will, right? I mean, that is college rules, right? But just keep in mind too, like, there's going to be just a different mechanic when playing Madden versus college and all that stuff. The passing game is revamped, same with kicking. So this one's going to have, when you throw the ball, there's going to be a meter. And if you just tap it compared to holding, that's going to be a bullet pass versus a lob pass. Sounds kind of similar to Madden to me. I mean, I know it's going to be probably a different look and a different meter, but the logistics of it and the idea of it is pretty similar. But be careful, do not get it in the red, because that could impact the accuracy. Kicking, same thing. You're going to click one for power, one for accuracy. Again, it's very similar to Madden. It's a matter of how different is the meter and things like that, and be careful with those doinks based on your kicking skills. Playbooks, RPOs, expect so many combinations, over 134 teams, 134 playbooks, right? With 10 different offensive archetypes, probably West Coast, probably gun offense, right? Gun spread, right? Things like that. And also they said Air Force has the best triple options, things like that. I mean, I would just be careful though with this RPO stuff, because when Madden introduced it back in Madden 19 or 20, whatever it was, right? Like, I mean, obviously it kind of started slow, but now this year is tougher than ever. And if you're going to make defense tougher, and someone told me somewhere in this article, okay, I'm going to go over pre-snap here in a bit, but if you go down here, okay, where is it? Somewhere here, okay. There are no X factors. So that is very, very important. There are no X factors, which means there's probably going to be no abilities. And I think that's the biggest win from this is anytime that you are just so sick of the Madden abilities or the Madden bailouts, and you're just so sick of just these animated things happening, then college football really could be that game for you because I mean, I'm gonna do both obviously for the channel, but I feel like I like how one's going to have X factors, one's not. Now, there is no guarantee of no abilities, but if there's no X factors, there's probably no abilities as well. So they kind of go hand in hand. So I'm looking forward to that. Now, what is going to make things different, right? Besides overalls. Now, when I play Ultimate Team, what's going to be different with the players? Like, for example, like an 80 overall Archie Manning versus an 87 Archie Manning, right? Or Arch Manning, whatever, right? What can make them different is these pre-snap things. So, what this person now, again, this really could be franchise and dynasty only, but he was saying that there's like special hot routes you might get for senior quarterbacks. They get better pre-snap stuff than freshmen do. Like threat detector for a blitz, CA defense, which is like Omaha, right? So like they might have X factors or abilities in the game, but they're not called abilities or X factors in order to actually have a differentiability between or something that's differentiable between these two games. So understand that like and also from what he said, linebackers do not jump. So again, if linebackers can't jump like DBs can, you're probably going to see sub linebackers if you can, right? And if you're not going to give these linebackers any abilities or perks or oh, if they're a senior, they can jump and they're a freshman, they can't or like they're going to figure out a way to make especially Ultimate Team more of a money grab like, "Oh, these select players can jump or these kind of players, they can adjust their hot routes and these quarterbacks can't." So there's going to be differentiation. I can't say the word. There's going to be differences in, some of these players. It just might not be called abilities. Um, I think the big thing as well is, and there's one more big part of this article here, is again, the thing that is standing out is the visuals. It's the experience. It's actual college authentic football. There's going to be photos from schools. There's going to be different there's going to be face scans probably. There's going to be actual stadiums, right? There's going to be things that are very unique. Like for example, Michigan's pom-poms. You have the Tiger Tails for Missouri and you have the Penn State whiteout and things like that. So, I just feel like honestly, my big takeaway from this. Let me see this. Okay, I like. Oh, I do like this one. Nice. So even though that Enter Sandman's not in the game, Zombie Nation, like Zombie Nation, all that's in the game. Awesome. So, I mean, like, what's my big thing is, I honestly feel like this game has big potential. This is still like just articles. They're not going to be able to probably release actual footage of the game probably until at least a few more weeks until we're under a month in. I hope we get some video footage soon, like actual. I mean, they're going to give us reveal stuff very soon probably anyway, but like right now it's all just like on paper. And if you actually Google college football 25 news, there's so many articles right now. It's probably because they made some kind of licensing agreement to where today was the first day where the EA Game Changers can actually release information. But no footage, just the information. So I'm excited. I mean, to be able to get these two football games, I hope you guys are as well. I hope you guys sub to my channel and you guys are ready as much as I am. Still so much to come, and definitely I want to try my best to give you guys the best channel as best as I can for No Money Spent for college and Madden Ultimate Team. Bye, guys. Take care. More info to come.